Hi guys, in this video we will see about the different empires which were established after the Mahajanpadas came into being. So first we will see that in North India there were the Mahajanpadas, and and at the same time in the South India there was a Sangam period, that is Cholas, Cheras and Pandyas were there and ruled different parts of the South Indian territory. So, as we can see, both kingdoms had influence of Vedic. As we can see here, both kingdoms had influence of Vedic gods and goddesses, and Buddhism and Jainism also. So, there was influence of. So, in North India also, there was influence of Vedic gods and goddesses, Buddhism and Jainism, and in South India also, in the Chola, Chera, and Pandya territory, there was influence of Vedic gods and goddesses as well as the Buddhism, as well as Buddhism and Jainism religions. Now we'll look at the Magad Empire. So it was the largest empire, as all the other Janpadas were annexed by it, not annexed but were came under it. So the Magad Empire was the largest of the Mahajanpadas. So the first dynasty to rule Magad Empire, as you can see here, is the Haryanka Dynasty, and the first ruler is Bimbisara, who ruled from 558 to 491 BC. 558 to 491 BCE. So now we will know something about Bimbisara. We are first knowing about Magad Empire and the Haryanka dynasty, and then the first ruler Bimbisara. So Bimbisara was a follower of Buddha and Mahavira both. So that means he was a follower of both Buddhism and Jainism and promoted both the religions. Uh, He gave rise to Shravana movement, which challenged the religious orthodoxy of the Vedas. That is, he wanted to remove the religious orthodoxy and priestly dominance and other social dogmas and sacrifices and rituals and practices which were associated with Vedic Vedas or Vedic period. So, which were not good to the which were not helpful or good to human beings. So he gave rise to Shravana movement, which challenged the religious orthodoxy of the Vedas. Now, if a king later converted to Buddhism and Jainism, it was because of his enlightenment. So if a king later converted to, first he was a Hindu, but if a king later converted to Buddhism or Jainism, it was because of his enlightenment. So Bimbisara endorsed both Buddhism and Jainism religions equally. As we know, Bimbisara endorsed. He was the first king of the Magadha Empire. He ruled from 550. He was born in 558 and he died in 491 BC. So Bimbisara endorsed both Buddhism and Jainism religions equally. He ruled at a time when both Mahavir and Gautam Buddha started their teachings. So at that time when he ruled, both Mahavir and Gautam Buddha had started their teachings. So the teachings of both Mahavir and Gautam Buddha uh, are collide with each other because they were both born not at the same time, but they started preaching their religions almost at the same time. And first came Buddhism and then Jainism. First came Jainism and then Buddhism. Sorry. And so now we can see here, he then started a policy of religious tolerance by enabling any religion which came to his kingdom. So he started a policy of religious tolerance by enabling any religion which came to his kingdom to flourish, and also encouraged arts and crafts in his kingdom. So he was a very religiously tolerant king, and he allowed all the religions to flourish in his kingdom. And he was also a patron of art and craft, so he promoted art and crafts in his kingdom. Now, people in the Magad state had the liberty to believe in Vedic gods, Buddhism, and Jainism. So he gave people freedom to believe in any religion, that is Vedic gods or Buddhism or Jainism. History of religious culture of India during the Mahajanpadas was composite in nature. So as we can see here, that the history of religion of Indian subcontinent became composite in nature because all the religions, that is Buddhism, Jainism, and Vedic gods and goddesses, existed side by side. That is coexisted, and all were tolerant towards each other. And the second ruler of Haryanka dynasty, as you can see here, the Haryanka dynasty. The second ruler of Haryanka dynasty is Ajat He ruled from 491 to 461 BC. He was the son of Bimbisara. Now the further details will be shared in the next video.